Hey guys, today what we're going to go over is how to graph arithmetic and geometric sequence. Let's go over that really quick, and I'm going to give you a sequence because everybody needs a sequence to graph. And the sequence is -3, 2, 7, 12. That's 12. For those of you that didn't hear me, my computer's not working as well. Okay, and it's just gonna go on. So it's an infinite sequence. So let's try to graph this, and you're thinking, how can I graph this when there's no x and y terms? And we're gonna actually there is x and y terms. I'm just gonna show you what it is. So here's the relation. So we know this one's a sub 1, right? We know that -3 is our first term, which we can represent as a sub 1. Second term is as a sub 2, right? Third term is a sub 3. Fourth term is a sub 4. So that's what we're gonna work with. This is not really helping me. So that's what we're gonna work with. And we're gonna have our little graph right here. And I'm gonna try to draw a straight line. It's probably not gonna look straight, but y'all have to kind of work with me. Really, I can't draw a straight line. Oh, look at well, that's good enough, right? That's good enough. And then I'm gonna have no. You guys should have a graphing paper because I'm gonna give it to you during class. So your graph should be so much better than what mine looks like. So here, as always, that's our x-axis, and as always, that's our y-axis, and there's our 0. Okay, and this is how you would graph this. So on your x-axis, basically what's gonna go on there is your terms, like not the term itself, but you're like the placement of the term. So for example, that's our 1, and that's our ace of 1. So I can kind of point to it, and I say that's my ace of 1. So that's my 2. So on our 2 thing, that means that's our ace of 2, right? So that's which term it is. Oh, that's a better word to say. Which term it is. That goes on your x-axis. Y-axis, your actual term goes onto it. So I'm gonna mark the ones that we really need. Here's -3. That looks like nothing like that. Here's our 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this looks like a 7. There's a 7, and somewhere up there is our 12. Let's count that up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excuse me. I'm telling you, this thing just messes up all the time. And that's now my 12. So let's graph this. So there's 3 and 4. I hope you can read this. I hope this is helping you out. So we're going to start right here on ace of 1. What's our ace of 1? Our ace of 1 is -3, so I'm going to go to -3 and plot a dot right there. That should be a dot. The little star thing, it should be a dot. My computer's not working, but you should have a dot there. On ace of 2, you should go up to 2, because on your term 2 is 2. Your second term is 2. Does that make sense? Now I'm going to go to third term. This represents your third term. Your third term is 7, so I'm going to go all the way up to 7 and put a dot there. That should be a dot. Doesn't look like it. I get it. It's just a little star. And my fourth term is 12, so I'm going to go all the way up to 12 and put a little dot. Okay. The whole point of doing this is to show you on your graph, not on my graph kind of looks like it. It kind of makes like a little straight line going up or going down, depends on what you do. So that's the whole point of this graphing. Now what I want you to do now on your graph is to graph this sequence, and it would be geometric sequence. And I want you to compare and contrast arithmetic and geometric sequence. Is that good? So I'm going to give you I'm gonna scratch this off. Have everyone have this. If not, your partner should have it. Copy it off of your partner. I'm gonna give you a sequence, and I want you to go ahead and start graphing it. This is a geometric sequence, and here we go. How about this? Yeah. Here's my sequence: -2, 6, -18. That's a terrible 18. I'm just gonna do it again. -2, 6, -18. Let's try this again. Oh yeah. And 54. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I want you to graph this and make sure to turn it in before you leave. And I need to, after you graph it, graph this. That's what you need to do. Graph. That's the first thing. After you graph this, I need you to compare and contrast between arithmetic sequence and geometric sequence. So between arithmetic sequence and geometric sequence. Alright. Okay, well, that was a little preview of our lesson. If you ever need any lessons that you're not very comfortable with, just go on YouTube or go to the link that I send you, and you should be fine.